The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest back in the building, the Lone Star Luchador himself. You can get rid of headphones. Throw them on the side. My brother, that Mexican OT in the building. What's up, brother?
Man, thank you for having me again. As always, it's a pleasure. I enjoy your company, so it's good.
I enjoy seeing you all around the world at this point.
Thank you, man. I'm trying.
Saw you in Texas. Saw you back at home.
Hell
now we
yeah.
back out in New York.
Hell
you took the
yeah.
boots off. Wait, can I get one of the boots?
Yeah, for sure.
Swing me. Before the interview started, he had one of his mans come over and just completely rip off the boot. Yeah. How expensive are these boots?
Maybe like $700.
700? Not bad. So they just uncomfortable at this point.
It's just because I've been wearing them all day, and they're still new, so like I got to stretch them out. They're still forming around my foot and stuff.
Okay. Is this like a typical thing for cowboy boots?
Sometimes, majority of the time I buy them, and when I buy them, I'll leave them there so they can stretch them out.
Okay.
But I didn't have time. I bought them for like a music video, and I had to shoot it right then and there.
I was about to say, is it like one of those things where you kind of like put like, you might put like paper bags to keep like stuff in the shoe to keep the sole from creasing. It's like that to get it to expand. You just put mad like stuff in there to try to.
Nah, cause really majority of the time you're not stretching like the foot or anything. I'm majority of the time I'm stretching like this out, like all of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause that's where it's really like hurting you at, like right by the ankle and shit.
Yeah, kind of like on the heel of the foot, on the top of the foot. But I feel like stretching this out is what's gonna stretch that out.
Well, how do you know it's a good cowboy boot? Like what are the giveaways for like a good ass, like when you go shopping and you like, all right, cool. This a sturdy ass boot.
A fish, I normally wear a fish.
Okay.
A fish is my go-to.
That's a brand.
Nah, it's a fish, like an actual fish.
Huh?
Like these are ostrich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's not the body of the ostrich. This is the leg of the ostrich.
I'm learning so much today. All right.
Yeah. So the body is like polka dots. This is the leg.
So the fish one is like actual like.
I mean, there's some all bad motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the fish is kind of the one that looks like most fanciest and like kind of like the red bottom of the shoe.
Right. I feel like just in general, like cowboy boots, whether you're Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, like. At some point, if you're Spanish, you're gonna own a pair. Cause a couple years ago on Christmas, we had my aunt's crib, and my pops was opening up Christmas presents, and my aunt bought him cowboy boots. And I said, "What the fuck do you need cowboy boots for, bro? You live in New York,
right?
Like, you never lived back on the island. You've lived here the entire time,
right?"
He's like, "I just wanted a pair of cowboy boots," and I'm like, "See, that's that like Puerto Rican farmer DNA that we all got in us. That like, you want these shits.
It's like in our blood, and it just runs through it.
Like at some point you're like, yo, you know what? I want to be back home. I'm gonna get a pair of cowboy boots.
Shit, fuck it, man. I bet he looked good in them too.
I don't even know if he ever wore them. I'm glad I'd never seen him in them, to be honest with you.
What kind of boots? Like were they work boots or like some fashion boots?
Some fashion shit. They're like red.
I want some stingray.
What's a stingray one look like?
It's like all black and then it has like a little white diamond looking.
Okay.
And on the top of the toe.
They're gonna be watching this interview. They really just talk about cowboy boots for the first 5 minutes.
Hell yeah, shit.
But you the one, man, cowboy killer.
Come on, baby.
First of all, we got to give a shout out to my brother Zay, who does From the Block, right?
Of course.
I have to say, you're From the Blocks, thoroughly entertaining.
Thank you, bro.
Thoroughly entertaining. Like the cowboy killer one where you come in on the horse and then you jump off. Yeah. First of all, I was like, how many tries did that take? Because I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the horse.
I want to take ejected.
You want to take the From the Block?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Once ejected, walked up, perfect timing when I walked up, everything.
The hat was on the floor too?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy, bro. The horse kind of took a shot, took one of the shots though. Because I know when he turned, when the cameras went to, I think your like right side, it was like the whole horse's eye was in the shot too.
Yeah, it's okay. He got his time to shine. He was bopping.
I like how, what I've noticed about kind of like the From the Blocks and since we last saw each other is that when we last saw each other, you spoke about how, right, you rap, but you also kind of wanted to get more into like that folk lane and that rock lane. And I feel like especially with the record you did on From the Block, I really saw that. And I thought that was really cool. Because it's one thing for an artist to say, oh, I'm going to do this. But then like another thing for you to actually put something out like that and believe in yourself to make that type of song too.
Yeah. I mean, shit. It's at this point, like how better could I get at this rap shit, you know? So like now I'm just having fun with other genres, kind of bending them and still keeping it me.
Do you feel like, have you gotten good reception to that song?
Hell yeah, of course I got people that don't like it, you know.
Of course,
but I feel like the people that don't like it, they gonna hear it again. And then they're gonna be like, fuck, we like it.
Right.
You know, it's okay to not like it right now. I know eventually they're gonna like it, you know, because it's great music. You know, it's gonna be
Great
in their
music,
face
yeah.
regardless.
Yeah, because I think when you first listen to it, like even for me, it was like a little jarring because like I wasn't used to this from you. But I
Right.
watched it back like 3 or 4 times, and then by like the third or fourth time, you know, when your ears really settle with the
Yeah,
music, and
you're
you could
like,
like,
fuck, this rocks.
this rocks, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying I didn't like it at first. I was just like, I'm used to OT rapping.
Of course.
So it's like I'm trying to get used to hearing you in this new manner, but like once you get used to hearing you in this manner, you're like, nah, this is some
fits.
shit. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you see the vision for you.
Definitely, especially like that Brianna too. Brianna was another one
Mm-hmm.
that I felt like that it was, you know, it was just fun to make because like it's just so different.
Right, and I feel like, you know, I'm talking about this project, right? I feel like this project you really were able to kind of go out your bag and kind
Yeah,
of
separate myself.
and separate yourself. But it's also crazy because it's like this is like the project that has obviously gotten the most press and you've gotten the most attention for it too. So I think it's cool because it's like it could have like you could have got this much attention for like just a straight rap project. But I like how it's for this project where it's like okay, like I'm OT. I'm a rapper, but then I also do all this other shit. And like people are loving you like for the Johnny Dank stuff, but just as much as they're loving you for like Cowboy Killer too. Like I like that.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there are some people that they're kind of like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, it just take a little time to resonate with them.
Right, like I feel like you've been really like embraced like these last couple months, and even down to like Lone Star Luchador. Like I'd be crazy not to bring up, you know, the viral clip that we had last time of us talking about the Nacho Libre and you doing the
Yeah.
impression, which went insane. But it's funny because like when I saw this project get announced, right, I was like, okay, like how much of like the Nacho Libre stuff also kind of bled into this project and all that? Like how did the name or the theme behind the project come about too for you?
I've already always just been into luchadors and wrestling, especially WWE. But I just felt like the Lone Star Luchador was a perfect mixture between, you know, a Tejano, before a Tejano thing, you know, a Tex-Mex and a like Texas and Mexico. You know, it's you know, I think both of them were just good symbols of each culture. You know, the whole Lone Star and then the Luchador, and then they put it together and it rolled off the tongue. It kind of just came natural. Really, I don't even know how the fuck it came to me.
You don't remember how you came up with it?
I think I just said it, Lone Star Luchador.
And it just clicked right away.
Yeah, instantly. Like I almost wanted to change my fucking name to Lone Star Luchador.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, of course not. But you know what I'm saying?
You got that fleeting moment where you're like, oh, maybe I should.
Yeah, but it's definitely an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a new character that I unlocked for sure. Like I already know he's gonna have some music and shit like that, and just you know he's gonna have his times when he come out.
Right. What's cool about the project too is like the features aren't just listed as features. Like it's like you and people.
Yeah.
Which from a music perspective, like if people don't know, like that's pretty fire because that's like, you know, it's appearing on everybody else's pages and it's like when an artist gets featured on something, it's just a feature. But like you kind of having like, okay, it's me, Paul Wall, et cetera, like that kind of goes beyond that. What was that decision? To have them like not just as just features, like it'll say like, you know how it says like, oh, that Mexican OT, Paul Wall, and Jody.
Yeah.
Like what was that kind of decision? Was that just something that just kind of happened? Like,
Yeah, it definitely did just kind of happen, but you know, I feel like I would have wanted that. I would have wanted it that way regardless, because like you know, I just want everybody to shine.
right. Well, you shining, you on the billboard, bro.
Shine.
How did it? Because I saw it was what number 40 something, right?
I
Johnny
don't
Dank?
know.
Well, I was reading the article, but how does it feel not to like be on the billboard now?
I don't let that shit resonate with me. I stay focused on my work that way. Because if I feel like if I focus on that shit, I can either A, get comfortable or just big headed. And I don't want to have to humble myself, and nor do I want to get comfortable. So I just
Right.
focus on my work and try not to focus on my accomplishments.
Right. I feel like now you're a lot more happier though than like when we last spoke.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like I know, because like I know when we last spoke, we had like a lot of like deep conversations about your life and the things you went through and the drugs and things like that. But now I get like a different energy from you now too.
That's good.
Like a more
man.
positive energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like back then you were still positive, you were still happy, but you know, you could tell that you had just kind of come out off of some things. But now it kind of is like with this project and even seeing like you just kind of be outside doing stuff with the Texans and all this other stuff. Like I just see like, I don't know, I feel like mentally you're in a better space now too.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It definitely got rough for a little bit. But, you know, you figure it out. You're either going to bitch and moan about it or you're going to fucking let your nuts hang and be like, you know, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I still, I still struggle with shit, of course, but for the most part, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that I'm just glad I'm good. That's all I ask for. I don't
Right.
even give a fuck if I'm successful or a failure. I just continue to be a good person. That way I know I'm blessed.
Right.
You
Let's
know?
talk about Johnny Dang, man.
Yeah, come on.
Congrats on the success of this record.
Thank you.
It's going crazy right now.
Thank you.
Obviously Jody in the building with us too.
Yeah.
He's on the record as well.
Yeah.
How did this come about with Paul? Because I think for you that's such a incredible co-sign, and to have one of your people on the song with you too, like that's amazing.
That dude right there, Beat On, he's the one that connected it.
Okay.
Yeah. I had the song like 2 years and maybe 2 years and a half, maybe 2 years. We already had a video to it and everything, and I just never dropped a snippet or nothing like that. And then I held it for so long, and we ended up showing Beat On in them, and Beat On heard it, and he was like, "Shit, well, let's get Paul in there. It's gonna make sense, Then he'll put Johnny Dang in the video. Everything just made perfect sense. So he was like, "Shit, let me connect the dots."
Did Paul already kind of know about you? And
Hell yeah, like he
Okay.
was already loving me. Like he was gonna hit Beat On though, because he was scared to hit me up for a feature. He thought I was gonna charge him. You know what I'm
he
saying?
thought you were gonna charge him?
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I thought you was gonna charge me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how like the industry works, where it's like y'all just both kind of scared to reach out to each other, even though obviously you're a fan of Paul and Paul is a fan of you, but like y'all both kind of like afraid to make that connection because you think that like the one person might try to get up on the
of
other.
course. Right. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. Especially because I'm with the label now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be looking at that as a check. That's why I kind of like just let a lot of things happen organically for me. Even beforehand, like I never really just hit somebody up like, hey, let's do a feature. Like it's always been like in the moment.
Yeah.
Or they hit me up.
Right. I was gonna say like being with the label now and kind of doing what you're doing, like you run into a lot of those situations now where people just be like, oh, they think that they can get one up on you because you got a bunch of different type of people in your corner now.
Hell yeah. But it just showed me like, man, you faking funk. Like it make me not even want to fuck with you.
Right. Right. But also like you've been able to do a lot of dope shit lately. So I mentioned the Texans thing.
Yeah.
That was super fire.
I really be doing a lot of dope shit, bro. I just suck at taking videos and cameras because I'm never on my phone like, hey, this. Like, I be around ball ass motherfuckers. I be doing some crazy ass shit. I just don't be recording shit. It sucks.
But that's why we there on Instagram with the collab. Cause I see you do all the collabos with everybody.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
at least like the Texans and all them is posting the shit that you're doing.
Right.
So you're probably like, ah shit, okay, I actually have videos on. Like I think you went to the stadium NRG and they had a
Picture of
welcome.
me, yeah. Welcome to the team, that Mexican OT. That shit was fun. Me and Maxo and Soho and a bunch of other of us, we went to go do that flag football shit over there for him. That shit was fun. I told him I want to play soccer though. Don't call me for no flag football. I just went out there and talked shit.
Oh, so you didn't even really play all that much?
Fuck no, that was my fucker, bro. That was a fast game. Even seeing Maxo on that field, I was like, bitch, you really moving, ho? Like, y'all fucking fuck that shit, bro. Like these motherfuckers, they was playing. Like they was.
Were
playing,
you like
playing.
you weren't playing at all?
Hell no, I was talking shit though. Run faster!
You saying that to Maxo?
Everybody.
Oh, you ain't shit.
Nah, he was talking shit back, but that's just how we do it,
Right, but I like how they brought you all together for that too, because that's like a nice little moment just for like Houston, Texas. Like that's
Hell
great.
yeah, and they're all welcoming too. They're cool as fuck. They show a lot of love to me whenever I get there. So shout out to them.
Right, we about to go on tour now.
Hell yeah.
We excited.
Hell yeah.
I think last time we spoke, you were only kind of doing some Texas dates back when. I think it was a Peso 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did the first tour I ever went on was the OGZ one.
Yeah.
Then I did a Peso tour. I recently just got off my own tour, and that was the Texas one. Now I'm working with a booking agency, and we're all over.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So this is you're headlining it.
Yeah.
Who's supporting you? Like what other artists are opening for you?
I know Jordy for sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's it.
Just it? How many cities you hit in?
Like
30? Damn. What's the most out of the way city that you guys are hitting? I feel like you and I talked about this when we did the OGZ tour, but I want to know which one you're headlining.
I think Vermont was far.
Vermont? Are you doing Iowa? That's like, okay. Interesting. I'm excited for you on this tour because I feel like you're going to realize that you got a lot of fans in places that you would never have thought of before.
I hope so, bro, because, like, it's scary. You know what I'm saying?
What's scary?
To fail. I know it's okay, but it's like, fuck. Here we are again. you know.
But I don't think you're gonna fail because I think like even when you were here with the shout out my girl Sherry too from the label, like you were like I'm here to work, you know what I'm saying? Like you wake up at 7 a.m. and you get right to it every day.
Yeah.
So I think as long as you're working, I don't think you're ever gonna really fail in that respect either.
I hope not, man. You know what I'm saying? I just continue to love it and do it day by day, you know, taking it one day at a time.
Does that linger on you a lot? Like the thought about the thought of failure?
Nah, I mean, sometimes, like, whenever they're telling me shit like that, like, when they'll tell me shit like, oh, yeah, you got these shows coming up, you're doing this and that, and it's like for a quick second, you know, I think of it like, fuck, but nah, I don't think so. For the most part, I don't really get stuck in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
With also like it's cool because when I'm in your comments, like sometimes I see like up and coming artists from like Texas in there. Like I see my boy Kurt in there.
Kurt.
GGO.
Oh,
Kurt.
yeah, Kurt. Shout out GGO Kurt.
Are there any like newer Texas artists who you've been rocking with?
And you know what's crazy that GGO Kurt, like, you said that, because, like, bro, I remember looking at him and everybody else. Like,
Right.
Like, damn, they're on it. They're the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy you say it like that. All right, so, like, I just...
Well, because Kurt's, like, new to me. He's been on the show. We dropping his stuff soon, too, but...
I performed at the House of Blues, right?
Okay.
Last year. And when I performed there, I think it was Peso's tour, and they didn't show me no love.
Really?
No love. And then we get into the fucking green room, and we're looking at the list of the names. I didn't even see it. Greg was the one that pointed it out. He was like, look at your name. And I looked at it, and I'm all the way at the bottom, and it says headlining that Mexican OT. And I had like Maxo, fucking Sauce, and all these other dudes opening up for me. Ken the Man. It just felt good. It was like, shit, that shit all just happened so fucking fast, you know?
Right, like going from like Peso's tour to now, it's like...
Yeah, my own shit, and like, these are some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's also like cool how like, because that's also like when you look at it in another way too, like seeing Saucy and Ken and all them opening up for you, it's like them, like that's like a love thing too.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Hell yeah, man. You know, shit, it's wild. It's wild as fuck, you know. Like and when you really sit there and think of it, it's like fuck. Like Maxo, bro. We jammed me personally, I jammed a fuckload of his shit. And like, yeah, of course I thought, like, I knew that, but like I didn't think of it while meeting him because I'm so focused on what I got going on. But when I really sat there and thought of it, I'm like, bro, we jammed a lot of his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker's an animal.
Right.
I feel like everybody from Texas that came out as an animal, though, especially the people that I got to grow up looking up to. The whole TSF, the Hood Fame, the fucking, you know, anybody in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Especially Hood Fame, though. Really, Ronnie and Yayo. I fuck with Ronnie and Yayo, definitely tough.
Is it like, kind of speaking about surreal moments in those full circle, like, is it weird for you now? Like, do you fully get to take in when you have, like, those type of people, Maxo, like, kind of showing you love and being there to support you now? Do you think about that? Or even like Paul, like bumping Paul when you was young. Do you ever get to take in those moments like, damn, like I'm really here and my legends are respecting me and working with me and fucking with me and, you know, supporting me?
Sometimes, but then I forget it quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be thinking about that shit. I'm just happy that I'm doing it. You know, I just enjoy making music. That's really all I focus on is what's my next shit gonna be, you know?
What's the next shit gonna be?
Who knows? I've been making shit and I'm fucking myself up, you know. I feel like I feel like every time I make a song, like, oh, that's my favorite one. I make a new one, and I'm like, fuck, it don't get better than that one. I make a new one. I'm like, fuck, you know.
Right.
So it's just really just a whole bunch of shit. And like I see, like we were talking about with the whole brand and the Cowboy Killer shit, like, you know, it's a different thing now, and I'm having fun with it. And especially since now that I'm having fun with it, I feel like it's just gonna be even better. Like that, you know, like Cowboy Killer, that fuck around might be a whole country song, like no 808s in there, you know, like. Eventually, it's gonna turn into shit like that, you know.
Yeah, I think we did talk about a country album that you wanted to do last time, also.
Yeah.
But like, there's baby steps before you get there. You gotta like get people like used to
right.
Whatever.
I can't just do it like that.
Yeah, whatever OT sound as a country artist is, you gotta kind of get them used to that too.
Baby feed them, you know.
Yeah, literally baby feed them. So we were talking about because I asked you because last time you was here, I was like, okay, we were talking about New York women, and you were like, oh. I asked you if you found any Dominicans while you was here. You're like, nah, everybody mean.
Dude, yeah. Like, I feel like just the women here are mean in general, all of them. It's not even the Dominican women, like all of them are mean. Like really, even some people like, bro, I was out here, I was out here smoking, right? Like the first time we got here, and I had just got out of my hotel, and I asked like 3 or 4 people, I was like, hey, you got a lighter, you got a lighter, you got a lighter, and they all looked at me like I was just fucking stupid as fuck. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, why you like? Like all I asked for was for a lighter. You know what I'm saying? Even women, like I'll hold the door open for you. Here you are. They won't say shit. Like, bitch, you're welcome.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I should have tripped your stupid ass. For real.
I hate when people don't say thank you when you hold the door for them.
I hate that shit, bitch. Like I didn't even want to hold this shit open for you. No, I did. I'm just a good person. But still, fuck you.
I would like to apologize for the women in this city. They've been through a lot.
Dude, well, actually,
we live in New York. We go through a lot every day, honestly.
Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing that I was thinking of. Like these, and you know, because a lot of these women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, I bet they get hit on all the time. You know, so it's like, and then you know, I bet the dudes over here are dogs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I thought of that for sure, but it's like, bitch.
Yeah. No one's used to Southern hospitality, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, nobody.
Whenever we go down there, I think I told you last time when I went down to Houston for the first time, I was just walking and someone on the like just walking past me said hi to me. I said, "What the fuck is he saying hi to me for?"
Yeah, right.
Like,
No, I remember we came up here and I was recording at Johnny's studio and fucking Trigger was over there and I'm like, yeah, appreciate you, thank you, sir. And he asked me, yes, sir. No, sir, yes, sir, thank you. And he keep looking at me like. Looking at me crazy, eventually he's like, bro, you being for real, huh? I was like, what the fuck you mean? He was like, yo, you really like just nice like that? I was like, what the fuck, yeah, because I don't want you talking to me crazy.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then I already try to be a good person and like just show you good ways, you know? But,
I'm sorry.
People over here are mean.
But not me. I mean?
Nah. I get, but you're in a whole different world though from them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Whole different world from like you almost have to be friendly and like, you know. So I feel like that comes out from you doing this, you know.
When I walk on the street, I feel like I have that face where it's like nobody talk to me.
Yeah, of course, but I'm sure that's already just like in you. Like you grew up with that lifestyle, so it's you know it's just in you.
But I like coming to Texas and everybody be nice and shit like that. They be holding the door and shit. I'd be like, oh, thank you. I did not expect someone to hold no door for me. Or
bro, you'll be in Houston, somebody walk by and be like, man, I like your Air Forces. You know what I'm saying? They be little shit. You know.
And again, in New York, that's like, why are you talking about my shoes?
Yeah, right. But I guess because everybody just so plexed up, you know?
Yeah. Somebody said that in New York.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all are already known for being, like, plexed up, though, as it is. Like, y'all are very aggressive. Even in how y'all talk. Y'all's delivery is very aggressive, too. You know, it's almost like, bitch, pipe down.
I told you, bro. We live in New York. This is the Twilight Zone. Like, we live in the Twilight Zone, bro. There'd be some shit happening every single day that'd be a traumatic experience for us.
Oh, I believe it, bro. Dude, it's like fucking 9 in the morning and we're knocking out this interview and the fucking dude behind the desk at the smoke shop's like, you know, we're talking about guns and shit. And he was like, yeah, we don't have those over here. He was like, well, I got this, and pulled out like a fucking 2-foot machete. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, y'all going down over here. So definitely.
Was he Spanish?
Hell yeah.
He's probably Dominican.
He's Puerto Rican or Dominican, one of the two. Probably Puerto Rican.
Damn. I felt like he's probably Dominican, but okay. So he just pulled out a machete mid-interview?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My people, we need to do better.
Come on, dog.
No, but then it'd be...
Bro, but that hoe look clean as fuck. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it looked like he had a clean-ass fucking machete.
He hasn't gotten to use it yet?
Yeah, without a doubt. Thank God, though.
Thank God, yeah. Thank God, yeah. But I feel like it'd be...
Because, like, bro, that motherfucker will slice shit, yeah.
It'd be, like, weird for us, so when we go to the side, like, my man picks me up, and he just has, like, the gun right there in the car, and I'd be like...
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be forgetting that this is what it's like.
Hell yeah, I was just talking about it in my last interview. I got AR on this side, AR in the back seat, and a pistol in my lap when I ride.
And that's just normal shit, though.
Chilling.
That's just normal shit.
Yeah, they don't even got to be under my name.
You know that we can't even have, like, tents out here like that, right?
Tents?
Yeah.
No shit.
Swear to God.
That's crazy.
People get tents, but after a certain, like, there's like a certain percentage of tents that you're allowed to get with the DMV, and then after that, you're not allowed to have it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but then when I be driving in Texas, my tents be like black.
Oh, tint on your truck.
What'd you think I was saying?
I thought you was like tents, like to live in.
No, not tents. Tents.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about tents on cars.
Yeah, what's the legal percentage here?
Rob, do you know? It's 5%?
Is it 5 or 15? It might be 5%.
It's 5, but when I be in Texas,
I know we got limousine all wrapped around it though, except for the front.
I was about to say, like in Texas, I be seeing people with like just like
Blacked out.
blacked out.
Hell yeah, but they're not riding legal.
Oh, okay. Oh, the front windshield can be blacked out?
Hell no, but they will.
Oh, you can't black out the front windshield, but the sides you can.
Nah, you can't black out no fronts.
Oh, okay,
But they
okay, okay.
do it. Yeah,
Okay.
but those are like the only time they do those is like you'll see like their cars already like all decked out.
Yeah, my boy be lying to me then because I was driving around in like a Hellcat that had like black all the way around.
Oh yeah, no, you riding dirty.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Almost got me caught. I think in Florida it's legal to have those though.
Maybe.
I think in Florida.
Maybe.
But it's just like it's that New York shit.
Is it legal to own a gun in Florida?
Yeah, it's Florida. They got the stand your ground law.
But you could. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, they don't got the stand your ground law in Texas.
Oh no, yeah, but I wish they had that in New York. Like if they had that in New York, I would definitely move over here.
Nah, New York they would never do some shit like that.
I think if you could hold guns over here, I'd definitely come move over here.
Nah, they would never do that shit out here. New York is too wacky like that. I was just talking to someone the other day about like I was in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you know how they have like the makeshift parking lots and like CVS parking lots and shit to park your car in. First of all, no one could ever get away with that in New York. The NYPD would shut that shit down like NYPD shuts shit down like this anyway. So like half the shit that they do in other states that people get away with literally will never be able to fly here in New York.
People don't get away with murder out here. I feel like people get
do.
away with murder all the time in Texas.
In Texas?
Hell
That's like
yeah.
a common trend?
Hell yeah.
But why do you think that is?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody innocent until proven guilty.
Right. I was gonna say I don't know if people. I mean, I'm not looking into cases like that, but I'm sure people have gotten off out here for shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's harder.
Man,
to
I was gonna say because I heard a story of a rapper out here. Somebody ran into his home and he fucking killed the dude that ran in his home, and the dude that was defending himself got locked up for life.
Yeah.
That's for bullcorn.
Yeah, and I ain't go some bullcorn. I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing I don't like about up here. I will say that.
Yeah.
That you can't even defend
That's what I'm
yourself
saying.
like
Like, hey, bro, I don't want a gun to be flashy and gangster and shit. I want a gun because, like, that's my protection.
that. Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Like you're not trying to use it unless it's like.
It's very urgent. I have to.
Right.
Like shooting somebody is the last thing I want to do. I'm gonna beat your ass. But if I have to, I have to.
Right. Someone like breaks in your home at 4 a.m.
Especially if you got a gun.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No, I'm fucking doming you.
Yeah. If somebody breaks into your crib at like 4 a.m., you got a kid, you got a wife.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking about myself at this point. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, bro, I got like, who knows? You might be my kid room right there.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say I don't like about New York is the fact that you can't even have like a legal gun to protect yourself.
See what I'm saying?
But also, I feel like if they did do that out here, people will be wildin'. And that's like, I think that's what they trying to.
a few bodies gonna drop, and then they gonna realize that it's not a fucking game, and then I feel like all peace will be from there.
He said a few bodies gonna drop, and then it's gonna be like whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
But then like I feel like I wouldn't want it to come to that, but I feel like that's.
It'll have to come. I mean, shit. I mean, think of it. But they be saying these crazy ass wars is good because we're overpopulated sometimes. Shit like that, like or fucking floods. You know, it's good when floods come because like. You know, natural cause. There's always good in natural causes that you can find. Is what I'm saying. I guess I don't know what I'm saying.
He's on some Darwin, some Charles Darwin shit, natural selection. That could be. Hey, look, that's an idea for a project too, my boy.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so what do we have tour after this, right?
Yes, sir.
Country album eventually.
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to Andrew about this shit. That Pride and Joy, and maybe a cover of the Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Some rock shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking with that. I see that for you.
Yeah, I think it'll be crazy. I like singing like that anyways.
I have a feeling at some point we just going like, you know when they do when the Grammys come and they be having like the collaborations between like the rock stars and like the hip hop artists. I feel like that's definitely in the cards for you down the line.
I think the craziest collab when it came to rock and rap was that fucking Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Yeah. That was the first album I ever bought.
Are you shitting me?
Swear to God.
That's hard.
Your accent came out crazy right there, by the way. That was nuts. That was crazy. But yeah, that was the first album I ever bought.
Yeah, it's cool.
Collision Course. But like, or you think about like Beyonce and who was the group? I forgot.
The Destiny Girl or Destiny Child, right?
No, not Destiny's Child. Yeah, it was for that song. I forgot, but she did it at the CMT Awards.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. The Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks. I could see you doing something like that with a country artist at the CMT Awards.
Hard.
And then being like, who the fuck is this rapper here? You know, whenever a rapper does like the CMT Awards or anybody from hip hop does something at the CMT Awards, they're like, what are they doing here?
Where was it when Eminem performed with Elton John, right? Or John Elton?
What was that? I'm trying to remember. It was
Was that like a
I feel like it was the Grammys.
thing?
It was like the Grammys, yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Damn, that's hard.
Sorry, that's that. But yeah, I can see that in your future.
Yeah.
The country album for sure. But tour's going on right now. You don't have a show in New York, or do you have a show in New York?
I believe. Don't we have a show in New York? We do. Yeah. We're the 18th
of August. September. All right, so this will be out before then, so go get your tickets to that. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the towns. Where's it going to be at? SOBs? There you go. SOBs.
Let's
My
go.
boy going to be in the building.
Come on.
New music on the way. What else we got coming? What else do the people got to know about before we get out of here for the day?
Man, just more music, a bunch of interviews, a lot of collabs. I got a bunch of features coming. I'm starting to work with other artists and shit.
Yeah.
You know, at first I used to be like very not big-headed, but like, you know, just chip on my shoulder. I don't want to fuck with none of y'all, nor do I want to fuck with your producer, nor do I want to fuck with your beat maker. I have everybody on my team already. You know,
love that.
But I had to realize that, you know, shit, not only will I learn shit with fucking with other people, my people will learn shit with fucking with other people, and they'll learn shit from seeing me work with other people. So I felt like I was kind of blocking some of our game, but, you know, now that I'm getting a little happier, like you said, it's easier to work with people.
Word, man. Well, I'm happy to see you happy. I'm happy to see you winning. I love just seeing you grow this past year, man.
Yeah.
You already know what to do. Before we get up out of here, let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know, now is the time to do it. This camera right here.
Everything is that Mexican OT, man. Y'all know I come correct every time. So, yeah, just that Mexican OT. Be ready to rock out with me, baby.
Yep, the one and only. Make sure you go check out his first freestyle. Check out the new one that we just dropped with Drody. Make sure you go follow him. Go run up the project. Go get those tickets to the tour. Go show him some love. Go show him support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. These boots is definitely not free. Till next time, it's On the Radar. We out.
Peace.
My dog.
Yeah, thank you so much, G.